How are you doing? Hi, mummies. And of course, hi, daddies. Yes, how are you doing today? Today, we'll be talking about New Year resolutions for dads. Oh, yes, I see. You're like, huh? So dads also have, yes, dads have New Year resolutions. Last week, I talked on New Year resolutions for moms. And of course, because we know it takes two to be a parent, and I know that we have some single parents and all of that, but in the real sense, we have a mom and a dad. So it will not be nice that I talk about moms alone, mom, mom, mom. We also have the dads. It's a two-in-one thing. Yes, it's an effort from the both parents, from the mom and from the dad as well. So I will also be talking about New Year resolutions for dad, and that will be done today. So we're in for this New Year resolutions for dads here is sweet, and I love how you would enjoy how I broke it down for you as well. I broke it into parts so we can have a great time. In the course of the program today. Tell your friends it's time for them to join us again on Mommy and I. It's time for them to be a part of Mommy and I. Today I said I'll be talking on New Year resolutions for dads. Yes, daddies also have New Year resolution. How can mommies have New Year resolution and then daddies will not have? Nibo. Yeah. All right. So today I will be talking on New Year resolutions for dads, and why is it important that I talk about this? This parenting thing is not a mommy thing alone. It's not only the mothers that would raise the child that would be there for the family, that would have time for the family. Daddies also have to do that, and that is why I'm talking about it today. And this is basically for dads or for men who you've not had enough time, or you've not been able to balance or juggle easily between your career, your ministry, all the other things, businesses, and then the family. Being there for your wife is different from being there for your children and being there for the family as a whole. So we're going to be talking about that. As I said, I broke it into parts. I broke it into New Year resolutions for dads in being available for their wife, and then New Year resolution for dads in being available to their children, and even for themselves in the family. Yes, so it's in three parts here, 3 in 1. Yes. You would say last week I didn't do that for mommies, so why is it that is mommies generally we it's there, it's inbuilt that one way or the other I just have to make time. But dads usually the one. I'm not saying mommies do not make. I'm at work as well, and I know that I'm also going back home, tend to the family. But for men, some men, it's work and work and work and work, and then they do not know how to find balance or be there for the family. That's why I'm breaking it into compartments on how to be there for their wife and for their children and for themselves. All right, so let's get talking. Yeah, so and note that this our New Year resolution is not just going to be a resolution that in after 2 weeks now you know the way it is when you just want to start something, the enthusiasm, the joy, the energy, and then after week 1 the energy is still there, but maybe it has dropped by 20%. After week 2 maybe another 20% has dropped, and all of that. No, our energy level is not dropping. This New Year resolution, we are following it, teeth to teeth and till the end. And it's going to be something that we get used to, and it has become a part of our life and culture. Yes, it's very important. So this is not after 1 month I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to refer back to these New Year resolutions time to time, just so that time to time, just so that we do not forget about the resolutions that we've made for our family. And truth is, you necessarily do not have to follow what I have here. You can inculcate your own, you can add more, or you can remove, whichever way you want to do, but just ensure that you have something different for your family from what you usually do, from the usual routine. Something different this year. If it's that that okay, you're the one that doesn't make time for the family, ensure that this year you create time. You might not give 100%, but at least if you start with a 30 or a 50%, it will be acknowledged. A whole lot of things that we'll also talk about in the course of the program. Yes, so it's important that we stick to these things and we try to give them our best. I'm not saying that it's especially for people who are not used to these things. It's not something that you just sleep and wake up and then you start doing. No, with time you adjust and get used to it. It becomes a norm, and it becomes something that you do on a regular basis, that if you do not do them, you feel like something is missing or you're not complete. All right, so our goals this year and your resolution this year: we are going to plan, we are going to act, we are going to create, invent, innovate, develop, inspire ourselves, share with as many people as possible, earn is important to earn, money is important, and of course accomplish goals as well. Accomplish this particular resolution. So it's not cliche, it's not something that I'm gonna share everybody shall do. No, we're not shall do, we are sticking with this one and we're going to follow through with it. All right, so the first part I want to talk about is resolutions for helping your wife, how to get that thank you. There are some things that you would do for your wife as your husband, and then the way your wife will thank you, hey God, even you will be asking, is it more than this thing that I've done? So that's the first part I'm going to be talking about, resolutions for that, in getting a thank you from your wife. So one is spend at least 2 hours alone with your wife each month. I know there's so much work, there's so much to do. There is business, there is meeting, there is church, there is workers meeting, there is ministers days, there is pastors days, there is business meeting, there is clinical meeting. In a month, I didn't even say in a week. See, I'm being fair now because I know that some people are so busy that they hardly even have time for anything. But I'm saying this year, let's start with 2 hours alone with your wife in a month. Yes, so spend time with your wife and your wife alone, because truth is your wife is important to you. If you want to keep the fire in your marriage burning, if you want to keep the fire in your relationship burning, you need to have a relationship with your wife. It's not enough to say, we are married. There's so many things to say. I usually tell my husband, put the phone down, I want to talk to you. Yes. And when I want to tell you all that happened that day. One idea that is coming to my head that I don't know how to implement it, I don't know how to, go about it. I want to tell you things. I want to tell you what is bothering me. I want to tell you things that are happening with my friends, how I can be there for them. Just spend time with me, so it's important. And truthfully, even my husband used to say that it's because of the small time we spent with him, I'm giving him all this plenty food. So it's important to me, and I'm sure that it is important to other women as well. So spend time with your wife, because your wife is equally important to you if you want to keep the fire in your marriage and your relationship burning. So spend time with her. I mean, you don't have to make it something big or elaborate. My husband thing, it's at home. It's not something big. When my baby goes to bed, when our baby goes to bed, we talk, we say things, what's bothering you? He tells me all that happened at his office, this and this, the things that he saw on his way to work, when he was coming back, what happened, what transpired, who annoyed him or who did not annoy him. We talk. So it's important that you spend, aside, just wanting to know what is happening, there's this bond. It gives you the bond, and things already. Nobody's going to call you and say, we saw your clinical somewhere, or your wife is doing this. You already know beforehand. So it's important that you spend time with your wife. Spend alone time. No, you're not taking friends or family member. Leave the children, take them to grandma's place, or have the nanny watch them. Just spend time with your wife. Have small time, and if you have the grace to do in a week, you could do half a time per week, in an hour every week, 1 hour every week if possible, or a date night once per month, where you can simply sit with your wife, have a conversation, enjoy her company, and remember why you fell in love with her. Oh, how sweet. So spend time with some women. It's been long you even told your wife you love her. I mean, some men, the last time they said I love you is maybe because she gave them 5 pieces of meat, or she did something for him, and it's always the woman doing, and then you hardly even say, what, for being there for the family, for taking care of the family, for covering my weaknesses, I love you. Some men do not say it. The last time some men have said I love you is on the wedding day, or maybe pastor forced them, or when you sit in church and they say, turn to your neighbor and say I love you. That's the last time some people have said it. So enjoy your wife's company. It's important that you do that. It will help you, see reasons why your wife is special to you, why you fell in love with your wife, why your wife is the one that you're thanking God that God gave to you. And then all those other women that are eyeing you out there, you would not have a reason to look at them, or you not even have a reason to consider any one of them, because you are spending enough time with your wife, and there's a bond, and it is growing per week, per month, when you have conversations and when you have your alone time. So that's the first part. I'm not done with the first part. Another one I want to talk about is help your wife with house chores. See, those women that their husband do not count, doing house chores for them as a big deal, you don't know what God has done for you. Some women, I mean, I know everybody, we all have our areas of strength, and I know some women who do not even like kitchen work as well, but some men find special joy in it, and then these are things that women look out for and say, I need a man to just be helping me while I'm cooking. He's helping me wash, he's mopping, he's sweeping, we're doing it, this division of labor thing. I mean, if your husband is not doing it for you, that doesn't mean that he's not a man. He's good in other areas. He just might not be good in that area. And same with some women. Some women do not even enjoy anything house chores, and that doesn't mean that they're not great or they're not fantastic women. But sometimes we enjoy when people help us. The love language, they say act of service is one of them. And I for one am an act of service kind of person. I like when people help me to do things. I enjoy it, especially my husband. So the days that he says, babe, don't worry, I'm cooking today, especially Sundays fried stew, I'm just always sitting and lounging. He will just bring the food to me, So, help your wife doing, house chores. If you're the one that is always very busy, when you are less busy, you can help her out. When she goes to work, you can just tell her, you know what, go have a great time. I'll take care of the house. I'll clean, I'll sweep, I'll mop. I would help her rearrange and all these things. She has been doing it for you. So if you do offer to do it once a month or even once a week, it's not too much. It shows that indeed you acknowledge her and you also want to help her, but maybe time is not there available for you. But when you have the time, you do it. My husband is not the around time, but when he's around, the little he can do, he does, and I'm always saying thank you to him for that. I know that sometimes we feel like Shebi is his plate, Shebi is his clothes is washing, but sometimes I also say thank you to you so that we know that you are relieving me of stress. Thank you. So please, husbands, part of your New Year resolutions, help your wives do house chores, cooking, cleaning, doing the dishes. It is one of the best New Year resolutions you can make to help your wife around the house. When you step in and do a chore without being asked, you become a hero. Yes, we look up to you and say, this man God has blessed me with. Hey, I'm lucky. We treat you like egg. You must not break, you must not fall when you help us to do these things. So choose sometimes every month or once a week, or when you're less busy, just help us out. When we're resting or we need rest, you can just say, babe, go rest, I'll do it, I got it. Go and rest, don't worry. Like last night now, I think my son was asking for amala late night. And my son was like, what have you been doing in kitchen? That you come and rest, won't I eat? Everybody had eaten. So I was like, okay, I was coming. As I was about to eat, my son started saying he wants amala too. So I was like, are you going to start making that one? That where is it? Or am I going to make it now? So I was like, it was about standing to probably go make it or bring it for me. So I told him I had made it, that it was in the warmer and all of those things. So I was like, thank you. Because I was just about to eat this boy, So I really appreciate that effort. And men should also try that as well. I know it's not a thing that some men know how to do, but try it. You can do once a month. Just help with the plates. It's not going to make you less of a man. It's not going to cut that thing that makes you a man, or make people see you in a different way. It's your husband that is washing plates. Like I always say to some men, when you were living alone, were you not washing the plate? Or when you were in your parents' place, have you never washed the plate? If you have, did that stop you from being a man? Did that stop you from being the manager of a company? Did that stop you from being yes sir that they say to you? So washing the plate or mopping or sweeping doesn't make you less of a man. So don't see it that way. When you say you're helping your wife and then you say, people will see you washing plate, they will say your wife is the one controlling you. It's not done that way. Now, people even acknowledge and appreciate, and applaud men who help their wife. So they don't look, aged. Some women, if you see them stress, it has taken over their body, that you be arguing with other people when they tell you their age and say, no, she's not this age, and they tell you that's how old she is. But stress is what is causing all these things. So please, men, ensure that, and then wives. And then have real conversation with your wife every week. It is important. You see, this is our New Year resolution. We must stick to it, and we will stick to it. So having real conversation with your wife is very important. Ask her things, talk about things, all you need to do is make time once per week. It could be, see, night gist is always sweet for me, Sha. You could be at home, lay down your head at night, talk to your wife, ask her about her week, something she's interested in, what's going on, have real conversation where there is no talk about finances, there is no talk about the kids or what's happening in the house, just about you and your wife. I intend to do this, I this, I that. just have real conversation with them. Talk about life issues, talk about things. Just get to talk about other things that does not include family and all of this. There's time for that as well, but having other conversations as a friend, because your wife is also your friend and your husband is your friend, so have those conversations. And then buy your wife a gift. Buy them gifts. You don't have to wait until Valentine's Day or birthday or Mother's Day or all those days, randomly just, and it doesn't have to be expensive. You could just say, oh, I saw these sandals and I thought to buy for you. I like them and I like that you wear them. It will look nice on you. It doesn't have to be big things. It could just be a pair of earrings. It could be a watch. It could be a dress. It could be anything. You don't have to make it so big. Just surprise your wife by giving her things. Now that I'm saying it, same thing goes to women. Surprise your husband as well. You don't have to wait until it is his birthday or Christmas Day or Valentine's Day or Father's Day. Just get something. Even if it's you don't even have to go out of your way and do expensive things. English will not kill me. Just do things that within your budget. You could get cards and just write lovely things there and put it in his food warmer or put it in his cloth. If you are the wife that the husband likes, that you are the one that picks his cloth for him and all of those things. Just do those things. It doesn't have to be big or elaborate. And no matter what you choose, your husband or your wife will love it because they know that it is coming from you, and of course it is genuine. You're not doing it because you're showing that you love your wife and you're thinking of her, or that you love your husband and that you're thinking of him. All right, so make sure that you stick this to your resolution, and of course add it to your calendar. Let me tell you what I did, because as I'm saying these things, I'm also practicing them. So I'm not just saying it for saying sake. So what I did for my husband is I took his phone and I set an alarm. And for my phone as well, I did that. I set at a particular time, call baby. That's me. Check on her. I set another time. I set 3 times during the day. Call baby, check on her, this and this. I just put it there, ask her how her day is going, call your family members and all of those things. I put it there because me too, I must stick to these resolutions, and he as well must stick to them. So another one is gift your wife, gift of relaxation regularly. We need it. Yes, we need that relaxation. So give it to us every week. If not every week, but regularly, yes. So ensure that your wife has time to take a bath, read a book, or get a pedicure once per month is great. It's a great resolution for that to have. So ensure that, she's working all week, even if you think that she's staying at home. You see all these daddies are saying she's at home. Stay at home one day with those children. Then you would appreciate your wife that, you are working. Yes, so forget that maybe your wife is a stay-at-home mom. Staying at home alone is work, taking care of those children. So your wife works all day, works all the time, and I know that you work as well. So this is a two-way thing. Wives should also give their husband gift of relaxation, and the same goes to the husband. Gift your wife a gift of relaxation regularly. Let her take some time off. Make sure that she's well relaxed. Make sure that your husband is well relaxed. You can mark few dates off your calendar, maybe once every month. Take time to go rest. Today is your off day from any duty. Food is coming to you on the bed, you're not attending to anything. Just relax, enjoy yourself, and that is a good way, and it gives her opportunity to do something for herself. Whatever it is that she wants to do for herself, it gives her that opportunity, and whatever it is that your husband wants to do for himself, it gives him that opportunity to do. All right, so we finished the first part now, and that is for resolutions for being there for your wife. So now I will be going to resolutions to create stronger relationship for your children as a dad.